Happy little learners!
By the crack of morning light came a sound so pure and bright. Ticky-tocky, ticky-tock, tiny feet upon the clock. A clock. Out they marched in single file, cheeks so pink and eyes with style. Drums and flutes and horns they played, the Ticky Tocky Mouse Parade. Marching on the mantle high, waving cheese flags to the sky. Wearing boots of button thread and jelly bean hats on each small head. Captain Whiskers led the beat, tap-tap-tapping tiny feet. Behind him marched a mouse so bold, carrying a spoon of shiny gold. One played kazoo, one played a bell, one twirled ribbon with a yell. They spun on springs, did flips in air, with tails that looped like curls of hair. Through the teacups under chairs, down the hallway past the stairs. They danced around a pancake stack, then scurried forth, no turning back. Mice in tutus, mice in ties, doing cartwheels near the pies. With every tick, with every talk.
Happy little learners!
Sparkle, sparkle, little light, twinkling in the starry night. Up so high, you glow so bright, like a diamond, pure and white. Shining over hills so wide, guiding ships on the ocean's tide. With your glow, you take your flight, bringing magic to the night. Sparkle, sparkle, little star, twinkling from so very far. You light the way for dreams to start, filling every heart with art. Sparkle, sparkle, little light, make the world so warm and bright. With your gleam, the dark takes flight, and everything feels just right.
Happy little learners!
Topsy the egg had a curious crack, a tiny zigzag from front to back. She wobbled and bobbled on Farmer Joe's hay, not quite ready to hatch that day. Careful! Clucked Mama from under her wings. Topsy don't bounce like a jelly spring, but Topsy just giggled, her shell went thunk as she did a wiggle and a little egg dunk. The chicks in the nest gave a cheer and a peep, while Topsy rolled right down the hay heap. She's dancing chirp-hip, she's having a ball, though Topsy was headed for a wobbly fall. She wobbled past kittens, around Farmer's boot, past a sleepy old cow and a rooster in a suit. The whole barn watched as she spun with delight, a wiggly giggly egg in flight. Then crack, a sparkle, a shimmer, a light. Out popped Topsy, fluffy and white. She blinked and chirped with a beaky grin. I'm ready for fun, let's begin. Now Topsy's a chick with a bouncy prance. The wobbliest egg got the first dance. She's the barnyard star, the giggle and cheer, and everyone shouts, Topsy's here!
Happy little learners!
Lucy had a snowy lamb, soft and fluffy as a cloud. Everywhere that Lucy went, the little lamb was proud. In the meadow green and bright, they would run and jump and play, chasing butterflies all day long underneath the sun's warm ray. When the snow began to fall, the lamb turned white as cream. Together Lucy and her friend lived a winter dream. danced upon a lily glider, wiggled legs so thin and neat, skated on with webbed feet. She zipped across a puddle wide, with dragonflies to be her guide. Her silver boots went splash, splash, splish, zooming past a golden fish. She waved hello to frogs in hats, to beetle bands and jiggly gnats. She twirled and twirled on dewdrop lakes, making trails and figure eights. She built a bubble boat from string, with sails made out of butterfly wings. She sailed beneath a rainbow's bend, chasing clouds with her spider friends. At sunset, when the stars peek through, she spun a swing from drops of dew. And under moonlight's soft, sweet gleam, she snuggled up to weave a dream. So if you see a ripple glide, it might be Witsy on a ride. A spider small, so bold and clever, dancing on the water forever.
Happy little learners!
Wheels roll round the town, hooray! Zooming down the street all day. Buses bounce and taxis turn, trucks go vroom and engines churn. Scooters zip with helmets bright, bikes go ringing left and right. Skateboards slide with swish and spin, riders laugh with toothy grins. Fire trucks blare their loud wee woo, racing red and flashing blue. Garbage trucks come with a beep, picking bins while folks still sleep. Ice cream carts go chime, 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 bringing joy at lunchtime time. Delivery vans zooming fast, drop off boxes, then they're passed. Little feet on roller skates, zipping past the garden gates. Wagons wobble, strollers glide, dogs in baskets love the ride. Round the roundabout they go, wheels that spin both fast and slow. From dawn to dusk, from sun to moon, the wheels keep rolling to a tune. So if you hear that rumble sound, you know what's moving all around. Cars and carts and bikes that play, wheels roll round the town all day.
Happy little learners!
Five silly monkeys swung down from a tree, chattering and giggling, wild as can be. We're off to the market, they shouted with flair. To the banana bazaar, we'll swing through the air. One silly monkey put a hat on his tail, he juggled 3 coconuts and started to wail. He slipped on a mango and flew like a kite. Whee! He cried, soaring right out of sight. 4 silly monkeys danced in a line, they spun in circles and said, we're fine. But one found a mirror and gave a loud eek. My face is bananas, he squealed with a shriek. 3 silly monkeys leaped in a pile of pineapples stacked up 10 feet high. One did a flip and landed with flair, right in a pineapple with spiky green hair. 2 silly monkeys climbed a big crate, labeled hot peppers do not taste. They gobbled them up and shouted yo, and ran around yelling, we're dragons now. One silly monkey looked left and right, all of my buddies are out of sight. He slipped on a peel and tumbled down, then giggled and rolled like a circus clown. with a bunch of loot, banana cream pie and papaya fruit. They laughed and cheered beneath the sun because being silly is so much
Happy little learners!
Woolly sheep, what do you say when the sun peeks out to start the day? Ba-ba, good morning, sky so blue. I wiggle my tail and munch the dew. Ooh, woolly sheep, what do you do when clouds roll in and skies turn gray too? Ba-ba, I hop, then find a tree. A leafy roof is just right for me. Woolly sheep, where do you go when winter brings its chilly snow? Ba-ba, I snuggle in a barn so tight with haystack beds and lantern light. Ooh, woolly sheep, what's your treat when you find a snack that's extra sweet? Ba-ba, I leap and twirl with glee. A crunchy carrot's just right for me. Woolly sheep, who's your friend from sunrise start to bedtime's end? Ba-ba, the duck and the dancing cow. We play in the meadow, come join us now. Ooh, woolly sheep, what's your wish if you could make one with a swish? Ba-ba, to fly on a cloud parade and slide down rainbows we sheep have made. Woolly sheep, what do you say when stars come out to end the day? Ba-ba, good night my field and tree. The moon sings lullabies just for me.
Happy little learners!
Tiny toes and wiggly feet, dancing to a happy beat. Tap, tap, tap on the floor, wiggle, giggle, then some more. Tickle toes in cozy socks, jumping up like little frocks. Wiggly feet in shoes or bare, stomping here, twirling there. Tiny toes that like to wiggle, make the grown-ups smile and giggle. Feet that tap and feet that spin, ready, set, let's dance again. Wiggly feet that jump so high, trying hard to touch the sky. Tiny toes that twist and turn, in their fun there's much to learn. So wiggle toes and stomp your feet, feel the rhythm, move to the beat. Tiny toes and wiggly feet make the day so bright and sweet.
Happy little learners!
Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high. Clap along if you're dancing, spin and twirl around. Clap along if you're singing, make a joyful sound. Clap along if you're shining like a bright, bright sun. Clap along if you're smiling, happiness for everyone. Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high.
Happy little learners!
Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. cherries to decorate with care. Patty Pan's cake is ready now for friends and fun to share. Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. Flour flying everywhere, let the fun begin. Splash of milk and sugar sweet, eggs that jiggle too. Mix it up and stir some more, a cake is what we'll do. Sprinkles icing cherries to decorate with care. Patty Pan's cake is ready now for friends and fun to share. Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. Flour flying everywhere, let the fun begin. Splash of milk and sugar sweet, eggs that jiggle too. Mix it up and stir some more, a cake.
Happy little learners!
Moo moo cow in the moonlight bright, dancing softly through the night. With stars that twinkle high above, she sings a song of peace and love. Her hooves go tap tap on the grass, underneath the sky so vast. She hums a tune so sweet and low, while fireflies put on a glow. Moo moo cow with gentle eyes watches owls as they fly by. Her shadow stretches long and neat in the meadow where they meet. The night breeze whispers through the trees, carrying secrets with the bees. Moo moo listens calm and true in the moonlight's silver hue. When dawn peeks in with rosy lights, Moo moo rests from her night flight, dreaming of the stars so bright. Moo moo cow in the moonlight. Moo moo cow in the night.
Happy little learners!
One shiny shoe, so bright and new. Two little buckles just for you. Three tiny toes wiggle inside. Four laces tied up, snug and tight. Five colorful socks, soft and sweet. Six little steps with happy feet. Seven shoes all in a row. Eight buckles clicking as we go. Nine jumps high, then land on 10. Counting shoes again and again. 11 buttons on your coat. 12 big clouds that seem to float. 13 shoes worn by your friends. 14 smiles that never end. 15 feet all ready to play. 16 buckles on display. 17 steps to the dancing tree. 18 shoes all happy and free. Shoes and buckles count with me. Let's dance, jump, and shout with glee.
Happy little learners!
When the moon is bright and the stars all gleam, the squeaky mice begin to scheme. With tiny paws and noses twitching, they sneak outside without a hitching. Tiptoe, tiptoe across the floor, through the garden and out the door. Whiskers twitching, tails held high, underneath the velvet sky. They scamper past the sleeping cat, who dreams of chasing a big fat rat. They sneak by owls who softly hoot, and jump on leaves that crunch and boot. Squeaky mice, so brave and small, on the midnight walk, they have a ball. They find a patch of moonlit cheese, nibble it quietly with the greatest ease. With cheeks puffed out and happy squeaks, they run through bushes and climb the creeks. Then off they dash, back home they sneak, before the dawn begins to peek. So if you hear a tiny squeak, just know the mice are on their sneak, on a midnight walk so bold and bright, dancing softly in the moonlight.
Happy little learners!
Curds on the table, all soft and white, yummy and creamy, a tasty bite. Little spiders spinning near, dancing webs both far and near. Tough is so bouncy, soft and round, where tiny feet make the happiest sound. Jump on a tuffet, bounce up high, reach for the stars in the bright blue sky. Spiders giggle in their webs so fine, weaving patterns like a shiny twine. Curds and tuffets, friends so sweet, together make a perfect treat. So if you see a spider's dance, or find a tuffet, grab your chance. Nibble curds and play all day, in a world of fun where dreams can stay.
Happy little learners!
Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, jumping up like jumping socks. Bounce, bounce high and low, where it stops we'll never know. Inside the box a surprise awaits, a silly clown with funny hats. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, laughing loud with silly talks. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, out come frogs and jumping fox. They leap and hop all around the room, dancing under the shining moon. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, colorful balls and rubber rocks. We toss and catch, we jump and play, in the bouncy box we spend the day. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, come on friends, let's all unbox. With giggles, fun and happy cheer, the bouncy box is magic here.